Yo, good morning, everybody. It is the morning on Tuesday morning. I gotta go to school today. I'm not happy about it. I'm not trying to go to school. I gotta go to school today, though. I gotta do a bunch of busy work, and I gotta check my exam schedule because I'm not trying to miss an exam. That would cause so much problems. That'd be so annoying. I don't want to miss an exam, so I gotta go into school, even though I'm not trying to go into school because school sucks. That's what I gotta do right now. But it's whatever. So that's what I got today. I'm gonna still make it a good day at school. Just don't like that. So today I'm just gonna do all that. I'm gonna hit the books. When I get to school, I'm just gonna put my head down and grind that gas. Like the busy work, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grind the busy work. And then I'll basically be done with school. Besides exams, I'll be just done with school. Cause fuck school. Not going back. Fuck this shit. Alright, right now I'm sitting in my teacher's class. We're eating lunch. So instead of eating in the lunchroom with all those other bums, stuff like that, and just being distracted, I'm sitting in my teacher's class instead, where it's quiet. It's just me and my boy. Bro, I had this genius idea. Bro, what if I do calls in the classroom, like during lunch? Like that's so much extra time. Like I'm like, cause if I'm gonna have to be at school, like if I have to be at school, then I might as well try and make money while I'm here. Facts.
Yeah.
All right, dead serious now. I'm about to turn on my talking brain because right now it's off. Being in school, seeing all these random kids just makes me want to just be by myself and just focus on what I'm doing. But right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna call people. But all right, we're about to make a call. I'm gonna record it and I'm also gonna throw it in. So we'll see how it goes. Hey Curtis, how's your day going so far?
Good. How's yours?
I'm going pretty good too, Curtis. Just a quick question real quick. So I understand this is just the Premier Sotheby's office in Clearwater. I was wondering if there's a way I could reach HR from this number. Yeah. I guess it just a little bit more context. I was asking about an inquiry about the executive assistant listing you guys have on Indeed. It's a position, as I understand it, to assist Janet Moore. I was looking to ask a few more questions to someone who's more correlated with actually hiring someone.
I know that there's a company that is doing the hiring for that, like a recruiting company.
Yeah.
But I don't know the name of the company because it's with, as you know, she's an independent contractor, like real estate agents are. So she had her own recruitment company that
Oh, okay.
affiliated with other people.
Okay. So if I were to want to get in touch and get more knowledge about the position, I would want to just go straight to Miss Janet.
Yeah, I think that's probably best.
All right. Well, thanks for the help.
Yep, no problem.
Have a nice day, Curtis.
You should.
Bye bye. All right. So I just made the call. So first I started off. I called the business that she works at, and the guy who answered, he was super chill. His name was Curtis. I built the rapport, how you doing, stuff like that. Remembered his name, just the normal stuff. But I asked him if there's a way I could reach HR from this number. And he was like, oh, let me check. And as he was kind of checking, I was like, oh yeah, I was actually, just to make it a little bit easier for you, a little bit more context on what I'm calling for. I was looking to ask a few questions about the executive position listing listed on Indeed for assisting this person. But since the person is an independent person, she is going through a staffing agency already, by herself. So cut up, Curtis gave me that knowledge, but then so I went to call the person directly from their business phone number, and I just went straight to voicemail. All right. I got home around 3:30. I started cold calling around 4. I called 3 or 4 people. Now it's 5. Workday's basically over, so no more cold calling, at least in Florida. I can call out, if there's a different time zone. My brain's kind of tired. It's empty right now. I don't really know what I'm thinking about. I just called, so all the calls, they kind of went the same. I really just couldn't get to the important people. Like in HR, I couldn't get to them. I think it might have something to do with the fact that it's almost 5 and that they left early. You know, they just weren't there. So I'm not just gonna stop working, you know. So there's something else I'm gonna do, or I can find to do. You know, I can try and find work. So what I'm gonna try and do, a goal that I'm gonna have is I'm gonna work on growing my LinkedIn profile. You know, maybe if I can do that, it'll be easier for me to get, you know, connections on LinkedIn. It's crazy on LinkedIn. So the way it works is you have like a network. There's like a network of people that you know or whatever. And if it's not big enough, all it'll say is LinkedIn member because they're out. It doesn't show me their profile. I can't see it because they're not in my network. My network's not big enough. You know, I just joined LinkedIn, so my network's small as fuck. So if I can grow my profile and grow my network, then that'll probably help me out. I've been cooking up this LinkedIn profile. I've been cooking up this heat. Oh, here, check this out. Before I didn't even have this back here. I didn't have that, so I added that and I clutched it up and put our logo on it. And then another thing I did was I like revised my about section. Before it was horrible, so I looked up like how to do it, and that's it right now. Now this paragraph right here, it's the hook to get people to read more about it. And then there's like, this is me and this is what I'm doing. And these next ones are more specifically what I'm like actually doing, you know, on the company side and the client side, or the client side and the candidate side. I made this post, I clutched up hella. It's really the same idea. So everything below this is like no one can see it. It's like it just says to see more. So all they see is this line up here. I changed one thing. It's like a big hook, you know, to get people to click on it. LinkedIn is really no different from all the other social media platforms like TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, where they have an algorithm to decide how well your post is going to do when you post it. So for me to be successful with my posts, have them get more traction and blow up my page, you know, get more people to visit my page and follow me and connect with me, because on LinkedIn they do connections. I would have to post good content that gets good traction. You know, the algorithm says, okay, well, this is a good piece of content, so I'm gonna send it out to more people. It's the same as TikTok. On TikTok, the way the algorithm works is it takes your video and it sends it to an initial test population of like 100 people. And depending on how they do, you know, they basically determine how well it does. If they like it and it interacts well and it gets good traction, then TikTok algorithm will send it out again to a bigger population. And that process will repeat until basically it's viral. LinkedIn basically works the same way. It'll send my post to a small population, a test population, and depending on how well it does with that population, it'll either move on or just die there. This is the actual post I did though. I really want my LinkedIn account to grow, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post one thing a day, like on my personal account, and then also post one thing a day on the business account. And I mean, just if I stay consistent like that, it'll clutch up, you know, eventually it'll get traction and I'll get better over time. So all the good stuff comes with consistency. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, that's gonna be it for today. I had a long day, I'm tired. That's it, you know, I'm done. But today was a good day, it was fine, you know, whatever, I'm getting better. In the beginning stages, if I can just zoom out and see the whole process on a timeline, I'm just in the beginning stages right now, you know, but eventually I'll be out there, I'll be hella successful, but right now I just gotta keep consistent. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself, is to keep being consistent, keep coming back. As long as I don't quit, I'm not gonna lose, you know? I'm gonna keep coming back, I'm gonna keep getting better, because I'm like that. But right now I'm gonna go to bed, get good sleep.